Yo, what is up? Today's tryhard is in Himmelsdorf and we are riding with Serene in the new 122 TM. Now Serene is a reroll, but hey, in this channel we do not discriminate. Now we are riding again in the 122 TM, the latest premium reward tank, just recently distributed. I think a lot of people have this tank now, and we are in the best matchup possible for this tank, which is a top tier, and your bottom tiers are tier 6s. Now in case you don't know a lot about strategy or tacticals, when you are in top tier, no matter what tank you are in, you want to be out in the front. If you are in a 3, 5, 7 matchmaker, you are top tier, you need to be pushing out in the front no matter what tank you are driving. Even if you are in an artillery and you are top tier, you need to be out there in the front and putting yourself out there, because you are the main damage dealer. You are the one that can make a difference in this game. Now this again is called a tryhard video because this is my tryhard series. If you want to follow and watch all the best players playing and doing the highest amount of damage, watch out for this playlist and go watch the other videos. You will learn something about these players. The reason why I put out their stats out in the front is because I want you to know that these players achieve these kinds of results not out of chance or out of being lucky. They are playing this way because they are getting the kind of results because they planned to play this way. They designed their game strategy purposefully, and this is what I wanted you to know. Now he's pushing forward on the 8 line. He took a little bit of damage from the 87 there, but he did finish him off. Now if you take a look at his minimap, you can see his spotting circle is at the full maximum range of 445 meters. Now in the 122 TM, you can hardly achieve a maximum view range without the optics equipment. So I'm pretty sure our friend Serene here is running vertical stabilizers, rammers and optics. Now one of the downsides of this tank is the slow reload, over 16 seconds with the reload, so you need to run rammers, you need to have a BIA crew, you need to run food, and you can bring the reload down to about 13 and a half seconds on this tank. But like I was saying, our friend here is running optics instead of the other option, which is vents. Now vents would help this tank improve its aim slightly. When I say improve its aim, I'm not saying this tank aims poorly, but it does take some time for this tank to aim. 2.21 seconds of aim time. Dispersion is 0.32 stock. If you are running vents, BIA, food, you can bring your dispersion down to 0.29, and more importantly, you can bring your moving dispersions down to 0.13, which our friend is not running vents, he's running optics, which means his moving dispersion is slightly worse, 0.15, and his actual dispersion is 0.30. But that is a little bit of a trade-off. You need to decide for yourself if you want to run vents with slightly less view range, or if you want to run optics and get that maximum view range so that you can spot your enemies. Now he's got himself in a little bit of pickle there. He did not want to fight 2 tanks by himself because of his slow reload, so he ran away. He got himself into a corner here, and now he is trapped. He needs to leave. Now take note of that FV201 shooting him from the south. You see him take 3 shots on our friend here before he could get away. Now that FV201 is going to come into the play later on in the game, but first let's continue with this fight. He decides to run off. His team is down by 3 tanks, and he's got to take on this Churchill as quickly as possible. Now thankfully this Churchill is a tier 6, and like I was saying earlier in this replay, this could not be a better kind of match up for our friend Serene. He can push and bully most of the tanks as long as he can reload quickly. He can take out as many tanks as he wants because he does have the armor, he does have the firepower, the alpha damage. The only thing that's lacking in his tank is that slow reload, so he needs to keep his distance so that he has time to reload, and that's exactly what he's doing. He is avoiding any kind of fight that involves more than one enemy tank, and that's exactly what he does. Right now he is anticipating someone flanking him from the A-B line, and he is pointing his gun right there. He's expecting the 122 TM to approach him from the front, but in the end there's an RT right at the back, unexpected artillery piece, and 122 TM actually fired a HE at our friend here and only did 91 damage, so he was a little bit lucky there, and now he reloads, finishes off this enemy tank, and now gets into cover. Now, like I said, these kinds of games with big alpha damage, big damage games, they don't often happen without some element of luck involved. He anticipates the Burrasque here, and he was right, the Burrasque was there, but the Burrasque managed to bounce him for some reason. Again, like I was saying, these kinds of games seldom happen without some element of luck going your way, some RNG going in your favor, and that's exactly what happened to our friend Serene here. Nevertheless, in this game you witness that he did everything correctly, and because of his decisions, he created the opportunity for himself to make this game a more successful, profitable, and giving himself every chance of winning this game. First of all, you need to be able to do everything correctly, and then you make your own luck basically. If you make the right choices, do the right moves, luck is going to happen for you more often than not. Obviously you don't win all of these games, but when you do everything correctly and you do everything with purpose, that's when luck is going to be more in your favor more often than not. Now he has just fired into the capped circle, resetting that VKH, but there is a full HP FV201 that fired 3 shots in our friend Serene here earlier on in the windows, but for some reason right now that FV201 is shooting into the sky. Is that some kind of bot? That bot was performing really well earlier on in the game when he did 3 shots of damage into the 122 TM, but now it seems like he is being possessed by some kind of exorcist or something like that, and he's just firing randomly over the sky and shooting into nothing, and just like that our friend Serene is getting free damage. The FV201 could have just loaded HE and landed one of those shots on Serene and finished him off, but instead he's just shooting randomly into the sky. It doesn't make sense at all. It's some kind of bot that is half intelligent and half not intelligent, but nevertheless our friend Serene still deserves the victory in this game. He did everything correctly, and he had some RNG / luck work on his side, and he deserves all the best results that he could get. He got an ace tanker in this game, obviously. He also got the Radley Walters medal, he got the Kolobanovs, he got the Top Gun because he got 9 kills, whatever, 10 kills, steel wall and all that jazz. 7,910 damage out of 27 shots landed, 25 and connected 23, blocked 2,355 damage. A really solid game for our friend in the 122 TM. Now a lot of people say that this tank is not that great. Well, Here's Serene proving you wrong. This is a pretty good tank in the situations you put yourself into. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video. Bye bye.